The teams are in, guys. Leinster versus Glasgow. We got some big names here. Hopefully, we're going to be getting some big performances. Honestly, from the two teams, Glasgow have had the better game uh, on their way to the semi final, but Leinster are resilient and they just seem to have a way to beat Glasgow. So it's going to be interesting to see who comes out on top. Squads have been released, and look, I'm not complaining. Leinster are going through with big players. Honestly, I'm loving to see your Andrew Porter, Sheehan, Geordie Barrett all starting for Leinster. This is exactly what I wanted. Archie Sneyman is on the bench. I'm pretty certain that is tactical. They are going to potentially look at bringing him on just after half time to just wreck shop, destroy whoever's already tired, and put a lot of pressure on Glasgow. But you have the likes of Jack Conan, Gibson Park, Prendergast. Glasgow is going to have a hell of a time to stop this team. I'm telling you this now. They have the likes of Jamie Osborne, Tommy O'Brien, Jimmy O'Brien. It's just ridiculous. It is just ridiculous, right? Elite level talent. Hopefully, we are going to be getting elite level performances because as of late, even the Scarlets gave them a little bit of a scare. Even though Leinster won that game pretty comfortably, the Scarlets still put up a relatively good fight. Leinster do not look the same Leinster that they were before. Honestly, I just want a good game. I don't want a snore fest. I don't want a game of, defensive masterclass. I want both of these teams to be coming out, giving their everything, and just running riot, right? So this is a strong squad. And then you have Kelleher, Boyle, Slimani, Sneyman, Deegan, McGrath, Byrne, Frawley on the bench still that can come on and make changes that can completely change the game, can completely change the outlook of the game. And as we saw with the Saints, sometimes all it takes is a good bench. Well, not even a good bench, a bench that wants to come on to make a difference, and that can make all the difference in the world, right? But Glasgow, however, are coming through with a strong squad. Yes, they are without Hugh Jones, but ultimately, it would be lovely to have him, but they can work just as well without him, honestly. So we have Batty, Hiddleston, Richardson, Alex Samuel, and Scott Cummings in the lock pairing. Uh, Ewan Ferry, Ewan Ferry, Rory Dodge, Henko Fenter. This is going to be a very difficult back row to stop. I'm telling you this now. Rory Dodge is going to be a seriously difficult customer to have to deal with. I'm telling you this now. If they do not contain Rory Dodge, he is going to run rampant. He is going to break through, and he is going to make Leinster's life a living hell, straight up. And that's just the back row. Never mind going into the backs. Tom Jordan, the performance that he put in the last game was ridiculous. Every single time he touched that ball, he was scary. He was gaining meters. Any single piece of blade of grass that he did, that wasn't touched, he found. He broke through defenses. He was just an absolute monster. There was nothing that guy touched in the last game that did not just kill. So they are going to need to work very hard to keep him out. They're going to need to work even harder to keep Sione Tuipulotu out, because that guy's a whole nother world of death that you need to now run into, because he's going to be running, he's going to be kicking, he's going to be doing everything. That guy can pretty much do everything. Since he's been back, he's just been scary, an absolute monster player. So I cannot wait for this game to see how it's going to end up turning out. But this game is going to rely heavily on who's going to make more mistakes. Because if Dodge gets his way, he's going to make sure that Leinster are just, making mistakes left, right, and center. He's going to be forcing errors. He's just going to be up their backside. He's going to be on them like a tornado in a trailer park. And, that's just going to cause absolute destruction. So honestly, I've got my money on Glasgow to win. I know I'm probably going to have a lot of people that are going to be hating on me. I'm a big fan of Leinster. I just feel Glasgow, the way that they played, the performance that they put out last time, they're coming in with a high. Jordan is coming in above the clouds. Tuipulotu is going to be an absolute monster to deal with. George Horn's kicking is going to be on par. He's going to be brilliant. He's going to be focusing on how to break the game. And I don't know. I just feel Dodge. He's going to be on the players like Prendergast, like Gibson Park. He's going to be making himself an absolute nuisance. He's going to be an absolute he's going to be a monster at the breakdown. I mean, you look at the game that he put in last time, the performance, spectacular. He deserved man of the match, and I think he's going to get man of the match again up against Leinster. So I want to hear what your thoughts are. I want to hear what you think. Who do you think is going to come out on top? Because my money is on Glasgow just to pip it to Leinster. And I'm not saying Leinster are going to be playing horribly, because when Geordie Barrett plays, when you have all of these elite level players play, it's just it's unfair at points. But I really do feel Glasgow are going to have just that little bit too much for Leinster. They are going to pip it in their first win over Leinster this season. And I think we are going to see Glasgow in the finals, then playing whoever wins between the Bulls and the Sharks. I did make a video about that, so check that out. And I want to know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys after the game. Bye.